Man, I can't even look at you right now. What's up everybody, I am Deceiving and welcome to the Minority Mindset. This video is gonna hurt because I'm gonna go over 7 reasons why you will never become successful. If you do these things, we work too hard here for you to be doing these things. That's why today I'm gonna go over 7 broke mindsets that will set you up for failure. And the first thing you need to do so you don't do that is hit that thumbs up button. The real first thing is you like to borrow products from businesses. It's your boy Rob Todd's wedding this weekend and you want to look sweet. You got your shirt picked out and you got your suit, but it looks like your suit is what your mom picked out for you back when you were in high school. A new suit would be nice, but who wants to pay $500 for a suit that you're only gonna wear this weekend? What if I buy a Hugo Boss suit on Friday, wear it on Saturday, and then return it on Sunday? What about no? Imagine this for a second. You spent years thinking about this business idea and then you finally get the courage to quit your job to work on this business idea, and you spent years trying to source products and develop the perfect product, and then you dig into your life savings to buy inventory and open up your own store, and after all your hard work a customer comes in and they find a product you like and they buy it. And then 2 days later, they come back in to return it. Not because they didn't like the product, but because they just wanted to borrow it. And now you can't sell it for full price because, well, it's used. If you aren't willing to support other people's businesses, what makes you think that they're gonna be willing to support yours? Second, you get too busy counting other people's pennies that you forget to count yours. Oh, sorry, I was counting your pennies. When I was in college, I worked as a real estate agent. I spent 3 or 4 months trying to find the perfect home for one of my clients, and we walked through dozens and dozens of properties, and then we finally found the perfect home at the perfect price, and we were ready to go. Except my clients weren't very happy that I was gonna make money. They said, Jaspreet, we really like the property, but we'd really appreciate it if you could put half of your commission into the deal. Otherwise, we might not be able to move forward with you. The funny thing is, I was working with the buyers and my commission was paid by the sellers, not my client. My clients knew from the beginning that I was gonna make 3% of the sales price in commission on this deal. They just weren't happy that a college kid was gonna make $10,000 or $15,000 on this one property. And so they were so focused on what I was getting instead of being focused on the value they were getting, and they lost the opportunity to get the dream house. Which brings me to number 3. You want everything for nothing. Hey man, just give me an hour to pick your brain. Bro, can you go through my business and tell me what I'm doing wrong? Oh, you charge $5,000 for consulting. Can you do it for $50? If I like it, I'll tell all my friends about it. Psst. They won't be able to pay you either. Everything has a cost, and time is the most valuable asset that we have. When you keep asking people to give you without offering something first, people don't want to work with you because you don't respect their time and all the things that they have done. Fourth, disrespecting people that are lower than you. Ugh, is that coach? More like economy. One thing that I cannot stand about the traditional Indian culture is how everything is based off of status, which is based off of a boatload of I used to work with DJs at Indian weddings, and entertainers are typically considered low status, and sometimes people will treat you like an Android user just because of your status. One time I was working an event when I was like 17 or 18 years old, and somebody felt that speaking to us would hurt their pride so much because they were so high status. So when they wanted to get our attention, they wouldn't come up and say, hello, they would grab a handful of pennies and nickels and throw it at us. The funny thing is, the DJs I worked with made more money on the side with their low status job than these high status people, so yo, chill fam. Fifth, sample to leave. Hey, you want some ice cream? Yeah, but $5 for ice cream is a ripoff. Bro, you don't need to pay for ice cream. Just sample all of them and then leave. Why? It's one thing to be cheap, but if you want to be cheap, don't go to the ice cream store. But the samples are free. If you're walking down a fair and people are giving you samples, take it, try things. No one says you have to buy everything you try, but it is a broke mindset to purposely go out of your way to a place. This way you can take with no intention to give. Sixth, hating success. The new cool thing to do is to hate successful people for becoming successful. Guys, I just made $1 million from a pie business. You mean you stole $1 million from regular people and you gave them your sugary, cancerous poison? We call it sweet potato pie. When you see somebody get to the top, all you see is the tip of the iceberg. You don't see the years of risk and heartache and tears and sweat and blood that somebody had to put in to build their empire. I'm not shopping on Amazon. Jeff B has too much money as it is. When you hate successful people just because they're successful, you will 100% guaranteed never become successful. Instead of hating what they did, try asking how they did it. And number 7, deceiving other people for their money. Robbing, stealing, scamming is obvious. If you do that, you won't become successful. But what's not so obvious is deceiving other people to take their money. You're on the internet, so let me give you an internet example. You're a 22-year-old young kid and you made a little bit of money, got a little bit of success, so you take this money and you go and rent a fancy car and you start making videos talking about, look at me, look at how rich I am, buy my secret program on how to get rich by doing nothing. Yeah, maybe you made $10,000 or $50,000 or even $100,000 and you saw a little bit of success, but you don't got the sales that you say you have and you don't have the car that you show people you have. It's just a front. Now, I've been around for a while on the internet and I have learned that there are a lot of ethical people selling courses on good stuff, but there's also a lot of bad people selling bad stuff on the internet that are not very ethical, and that's where you have to come in and you gotta be smart and know what's good and what's not. People will respect you a whole lot more if you're honest with yourself and you don't put on a front. And if you want to learn more about how you can make money on the internet by building a business, I'll link a couple videos for you to watch in the description below. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, share it with one friend. And if you don't want to miss any videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, then hit that subscribe button below and the little notification bell. That way you actually find out when the new videos are released. And as always, keep hustling.